Assalamualaikum, my name is Alif, and today I will present for the introduction part. The ergonomic focus on the fitting the work to the worker, ensuring comfort, safety, and efficiency. Optimize human well-being and overall system performance. There's three critical domain, which is the first one is physical ergonomic, cognitive ergonomic, and the organizational ergonomics. The ergonomic risk assessment era provide a systematic method to identify and control ergonomic risk factor, which is the era the effective era helps to reduce musculoskeletal disorder and work related injuries, and then improve the worker productivity and comfort.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adi bin Muhammad Rashidi. My number is DD220027. So I will present about the scope of work. So for the first is conduct a heat stress assessment at the Prodwar service and workshop area, covering both indoor and outdoor work zone involved in vehicle maintenance, repair and handling activity. So the second is evaluate the thermal condition in chosen area of the workplace. This area are the service bay, wheel alignment and tire balancing area, body repair and panel preparation area, spray painting booth, and outdoor vehicle movement and parking area. So for the third is identify major sources of heat exposure, including operating vehicle engine, mechanical equipment, spray painting processes, enclosed spray booth condition, and the impact of the sun radiation. So for the next is evaluate ventilation and environmental control condition in the workshop, including the use of exhaust fan, wall-mounted fan, natural air circulation, and localized ventilation system. So the last is observe technician and workers performing heat exposure tasks, focusing on exposure duration, physical workload, use of PPE, and observable physiological responses related to heat stress.
The assessment was conducted at the Broadway Service Centre in Batu Pahat, Johor. The centre handle daily service, mechanical repair and body and point for work for product vehicles in surrounding area, like service bay, equipment and balancing area, body prepare, spray booth and parking area. Company activity to capture a comprehensive view of the ergonomic and thermal environment. The study focused on five specific work units. First, service bay, element and balancing area, body prepare, spray booth and parking. These areas range for indoor mechanical bay to enclosed painting booths and outdoor parking zones, each presenting unique work tasks and environmental challenges.
Okay, so I will continue about the methodology. The flowchart outline the systematic methodology for heat stress assessment at Prodwar. It begins with identifying heat-related issue and selecting exposed activities. After management approval, a preliminary risk evaluation is conducted using the heat stress screening checklist, where HSSE, if three or more parameters score more or equal to the one, a detailed WBGT measurement is performed. Then data is then analyzed, set, documented, and reported. Okay, so I will continue about the location of study. So for the study of research, for the location is lot 1474 Jalan Zabeda 83001 Batu Pahat, Johor, Malaysia. So for the coordinate is 1.8553206222226719 north, and then 102.9351646563323 service and workshop facility is I have five. Is one is survey bay, second is element and balancing area, body preparation area, spray booth, parking area. So for the operational hours is 8 a.m. until to 5 p.m. Okay, so next is sampling point. This area were chosen due to the heat generating equipment, limited ventilation, enclosed space, and sun exposure. Heat stress measurement were recorded at 5-minute interval, resulting in the total of 12 data record for each location using heat stress WBGT meter. So for the first is service bay, and then is element and balancing area. Then next is body preparation area. Next is spray booth, and last is parking area. Okay, next I will continue about the data collection. For the first is heat stress screening checklist HSSC. Identify personal risk factor, clothing, metabolic rate, humidity, temperature, and radiant heat. Next is WBGT measurement. Quantitative measurement using HT200 heat stress WBGT meter. Parameter record natural wet bulb temperature, dry bulb temperature, globe temperature, relative humidity, WBGT value. For the measurement taken every 5 minutes and 12 reading per location. Next is result compare with the action limit and threshold limit value. Okay, next I will continue about the instrumentation. For the specification, model is HT200, brand is Xtec, WBGT indoor is 0 to 59 Celsius, WBGT outdoor is 0 to 56 Celsius, TG black globe temperature 0 to 80 Celsius, TA air temperature 0 to 50 Celsius, relative humidity 1 to 99% RH, dew point is negative 35.3 to 48.9 Celsius. Wet bulb is negative 21.6 to 50 Celsius. Dimension is meter. For the meter is 300 multiplied by 70 multiplied by 50 mm. And the ball diameter is 50 mm. Okay, so I will continue about the standard operating procedure. For the first is set up tripod at 1.1 meter height, breathing zone. Next is mount HT200 meter ensuring unobstructed sensor. Next is power on and allow 10 until 15 minute stabilization set to appropriate environment indoor or outdoor. Position HT200 at representative worker location. Record measure parameter such as natural wet bulb temperature, globe temperature, dry bulb temperature, relative humidity, and WBGT value for indoor or outdoor condition. Next is conduct measurement over a minimum of 5 minutes with the 12 data record. Repeat for different work area, ensuring consistency. Next is compare record WBGT value with DOSH, AL, and TLV criteria.
These are the findings and discussion of our project, which includes 5 sampling points, which is location 1, service bay, element and balancing, body reparation, parking area, and spray booth. And for these three locations, for the first three locations, location 1, 2, and 3, they are included in the workshop area, which where the car is located and where most of our job is done. Location 4 is a parking area where there is no roof, so the heat tends to get very intense, especially when work is done. But for the parking area, the light work, unlike the rest of the job, the work is done in a very light mode for this area. And location 5 is the spray booth. Location for the spray booth is also located inside the workshop, but the spray booth is inside a confined space where painting is done, and because of that, the room is very, very hot because of all the bright lights and all the heat that is being produced inside the spray booth. Hence, most of the job they are done at a moderate work with low risk, with the exception of the parking area where the work is done at the light work and the low risk. And unlike the first three, the second two, location 4 and location 5 are done at the similar area but at a different location, and where the heat and the factor of area is different from the rest of the findings. And as you can see from the results that is obtained, that that is a way to define how hot in the parking area at the spray booth, with a difference of the surface bay, alignment and balancing, and the body reparation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afif Al Rafiki bin Muhammad Azman, and I will be explaining the conclusion of our heat stress assessment at the Prodor Service Centre Batu Pahat. So, a comprehensive heat stress assessment was conducted at the Prodor Service Centre Batu Pahat using the heat stress screening checklist and WBGT measurement method in accordance with the DOSH and ICOP guidelines. Assessment identified varying levels of heat exposure across different work areas, influenced by radiant heat, high humidity, physical workload, and ventilation conditions. Although several work areas recorded WBGT value below the action limit, the presence of moderate to heavy workloads, high humidity, radiant heat, use of PPE, and prolonged exposure indicate an overall moderate level of heat stress risk. The spray booth and outdoor parking area were identified as the most critical location due to the restricted airflow in the spray booth and high radiant heat exposure at the outdoor parking area. Overall, the study emphasized the importance of proactive heat stress management in protecting worker health, maintaining productivity, and ensuring compliance with the ICOP on heat stress management at workplace. That's all from me. Thank you.
For recommendation part, there's a three ways to control the risk, which is the first one is engineering control, the second one is administrative control, and the third one is the PPE and ergonomic. For example, improve the ventilation and air movement in high heat work area, minimize the heat source such as engine idling and heat generating equipment, implement work and rest schedule based on the heat exposure levels, establish a structured hydration program for all workers, enhance ergonomic workstation designed to reduce physical strain, and provide the appropriate PPE that is lightweight, breathable, and cooling.